What if you were found not guilty of the most serious charges, but still ended up with a harsh prison sentence anyway? That's exactly what's happening right now with Sean Diddy Combs. His legal team is now fighting back, calling his sentence a perversion of justice and demanding his immediate release. But here's the real question. Was this sentence fair, or is there something deeper going on inside the legal system? Let's break it down. Here is the situation. According to reports, Diddy's legal team filed an appeal on March 13th, arguing that his 50-month prison sentence is not only excessive. So why is this case getting so much attention? Because Diddy's legal team is claiming that the judge may have relied on something called acquitted conduct. In simple terms, that means a judge can consider allegations that didn't result in a conviction when deciding a sentence. Let that sink in. Even if a jury says not guilty, those same accusations could still influence how much time you serve. And according to his attorneys, that's exactly what happened here, but potentially unjust. Now, here's where things get interesting. Back in July, Diddy was convicted on 2 counts related to transporting individuals for prostitution under the Mann Act, but at the same time, he was acquitted of much more serious charges, including racketeering. And that distinction is very important, because normally your sentence is supposed to reflect what you were actually convicted of, not what you were cleared of. Now let's break it down. Breaking it down. The sentence was handed down by Judge Subramanian on October 3rd. Diddy received 50 months in prison, a $500,000 fine, 5 years of supervised release. Now, technically, he could have faced up to 20 years based on the charges he was convicted of, but here's the argument his legal team is making. They say this sentence is about 4 times higher than typical for similar cases. And if that's true, then something doesn't add up. But here is the bigger question. This case isn't just about one celebrity. It raises a much bigger issue. How fair is the justice system when it comes to sentencing? If someone is cleared of certain charges, should those charges still play a role in their punishment? Or does that cross a line? Because from the outside looking in, it can feel like being punished for something you weren't proven guilty of. Now here's where things get even more serious. Diddy's legal team is pushing for a speedy appeal. Why? Because without it, the appeal process could take so long that he might serve most or all of his sentence before a decision is even made. And at that point, even if the court agrees with him later, the damage is already done. Here is the current situation. Right now, Diddy is serving his sentence at a federal facility in New Jersey. Reports say he chose that location because it's close to his family. It offers rehabilitation programs. But make no mistake, his legal team is actively working to get him out sooner. Can a judge really consider charges someone was acquitted of? Yes, under current federal sentencing guidelines, it is allowed, but it's highly controversial. And many legal experts argue it should be changed. Is Diddy likely to win this appeal? It's hard to say. Appeals are difficult to win, especially when they focus on sentencing rather than the conviction itself. But if the court agrees that the sentence was excessive, it could be reduced or sent back for reconsideration. Why does this case matter to everyday people? Because this isn't just about celebrities. This same legal principle can apply to anyone. And cases like this often shape future legal decisions. Here are the possible outcomes. There are a few ways this could go. The court could deny the appeal, meaning the sentence stands. They could reduce the sentence or send the case back for a new sentencing hearing. And in rare cases, they could even overturn parts of the decision entirely. At the end of the day, this case forces us to confront a difficult question. Is justice only about what you're proven guilty of? Or can it include what you were accused of too? Because depending on your answer, this case either makes perfect sense or raises serious concerns. What do you think? Should someone be punished based on charges they were acquitted of? Or is that completely unfair? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more breakdowns on real cases, legal drama, and stories like this, make sure you subscribe. Because this is just the beginning.